doesn't make the world go round, rather, it makes the ride worthwhile. Welcome to another segment on FIAMTV. This is Youmate, and I am your host for today, Ferdal Sikiru, your favorite girl heaven. Our topics today are interesting, and I know it's coming with a lot of argument, and you do not want to miss out. So guys, if you're just watching our video for the first time, kindly subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell so as to be notified when we drop a new video. Today, I have two guests in the studio with me, and they're going to be doing justice to our topics. On my left is Oluwatomisin Moses. He is a feminist and also a broadcast student of the Lagos State University School of Communication. And on my right is Edwina Asenime. She is a voice-over artist and a photographer. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you for having us.
You look good. I like your cap, Tomisin.
Thank you.
Today, I have two interesting topics for you guys. I'm going to throw in my first question, guys. So the first question is, who do you think should foot the bill on a date? Is it the guy or the lady? Tomisin, we start first.
Ladies first.
Okay. Who should foot the bills on a date?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like to say, oh, a man should be the one or a woman should be the one. I always like to say whoever initiated the date should be the one to foot the bill. Though, well, guys like to foot the bill, like popular notion.
Okay.
But I'll say anybody who initiates the date. Sometimes though, I feel even though you initiate the date, you should have a conversation about it. Like, okay, how do we want to do it? I think it's a personality thing and not really a gender thing.
Okay, what do you have to say, Tomisin?
I would agree with her, and in some cases, it does not work that way. Because most often, the guys initiate the date. And this era of woke era, and our society is very patriarchal.
Yeah.
We expect the men to foot the bills. But now, with the woke era, ladies are now coming up and showing that, okay, I can do this, I can handle this. But most of the time, because of the egos of men, would not allow them for the ladies to foot the bill. So for me, I feel the gender that initiates the dates or anybody that can afford to foot the bill.
Okay, that's an interesting one. But guys, I want to ask, do you think there's anything like we should share the bill? Like the guy and the lady should share the bill?
Of course. Why not?
Like I said, ego of men would not allow them to share the bill. But some ladies also have their own egos and pride, so they wouldn't allow that. But in most cases, it's welcome. But it depends on both parties.
Sure.
I, for one, would love to foot all the bills. I, for one. But as we're having gender wars now on social media and everything, so ladies are now saying, okay, I would foot the bill.
Like for me, I'd like to also be part of the payment. Like, let me do something. But if you're like, okay, I don't want you to pay, I want to do everything fully, then I'll let you. Yeah. But when it comes to, okay, wait, this date we're talking about, I'm talking about just people in a relationship or
Yeah,
People
exactly.
in a relationship.
okay, in a relationship. That's my thing.
Okay, so I'm bringing in this. What if you're going on a date with you and your friends, like your squad? How should the bill?
That's chaotic for one. Because one, we tend to like go for those who are very buoyant among us to foot the bill, or those that initiated the date in the first place.
Yes,
So
okay.
most of the time it's usually clash of money. Okay, I'm more buoyant and I can afford to pay everybody's bill, and some people are not like comfortable with that because you might get outside your squad and you start hearing, oh, I foot the bill. I foot all the bill, That's a situation that is very dicey. So it depends on the closeness and the keenness of both parties that are involved.
I also think it also has to do with the number of people going. So
Exactly,
for instance, if I'm
yeah.
going with just my friend, guy or a girl,
Okay.
I think who initiated the bill will probably pay. Or if I also say, okay, can we split the bills? Then we split the bills. But if it's like a squad, I think everyone should be part of the payment.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Except one person, like maybe he's the richest or he is. Then maybe the person offers to be the one to foot the bills. Then that's all.
All right, so thank you for that. That's an interesting one. But I think now, these days, I think the ego guys have makes them want to like foot the bill every
Exactly.
time. But I want to ask, is there any constitution or any relationship code of conduct that says a guy should always like after he goes to feel to foot the bill every time?
Well, what I believe to be bro code, they are bro codes. Okay,
That's
the guy
an
wants to.
imaginary code. 'Cause I
Yes,
don't know.
exactly an imaginary code, because sometimes you might not even have that money, but because of that bro code you are
Okay.
going by, you want to foot the bill. You might not have a penny in your hand, but because of the bro code and the ego of men, and like I said, our society is very
See,
patriarchal.
yeah.
Sorry, to say what you said. So I've heard of people who borrow money.
Exactly.
So,
Like
their
out of your
quality.
own comfort zone. How would you do that? But because of the bro code and the society we find ourselves, men tend to like want to take up that responsibility and not to see them that okay, this guy is broke or he's not up to being a man. You know, those standards.
I think it's just the society that put those standards. Like,
Yes, exactly.
especially in Nigeria as an African country, we expect the men to do more for the women or in the relationship than the women.
Okay, so what would be your advice for like couples or I don't know boyfriend girlfriend going for a date, or like what would be your advice for the lady and what would be your advice for the guy?
I think for the ladies, I think understand your man, understand what he wants. So men actually take it really overboard when you want to be the one to pay, or like when you offer
Yes,
to split.
exactly.
They're like, "Ooh, are you trying to say that? Like, are you insulting me?" That kind of thing. So
Okay.
I think understand the man you're with, and everything will be fine. Yeah. And always talk about it. Like, who is going to be footing the bills?
Okay. What I'll say is communicate, get to a common ground, then split the bills.
You want them to split the bills?
Split the bills, because there are situations where okay, you get to like share your date experience with other people and this conversation comes up, then the party involved in such an outing or the date would get to have a different story to that of the other party, and you don't want situation. I've heard of stories about oh, the guy is not up to task or he's not man enough, he told me to split the bill. That is why I said communicate. Okay, don't worry, I would foot the bill, I'll foot the bill, or we split the bills to involve to avoid stories that touch
Yeah.
or
I think that's very
the aftermath
important.
of the date, because it's usually ugly. Yeah.
All right, thank you for that. But in my own opinion, I feel there's nothing like splitting the bills for me.
Why?
What are we splitting? There's really nothing like split the bills for me. If it's the guy that is like initiating the date,
Yeah.
it should. And if it's me and my friends, then I'll put the bills. But there's nothing like my guy and I splitting the bills. It's either you pay or I pay.
Okay, what
Like-
about when you initiated the date?
Yes.
Then I'm paying.
Okay,
but
fine.
Okay,
Fine.
that's cool.
That's cool. But like I said, we are in the work era and everybody like wants to like be up to task and doing. So
But only if he wants to pay, then I'll let him like
okay, fine.
Yeah.
Let's handle it. Yeah, that's
because
nice.
they are English. Alright, so this is actually an interesting one. But before it gets cold, I'm going to throw in the second question, which is who do you think is the most jealous? Is it the guy in a relationship? Is it the male gender or the female gender?
That's heavy.
Wait, okay. Jealousy. I don't know, but I think I don't like to ascribe things to
Yes, people.
gender. I think it's your personality. You're a jealous type. So I don't think we should be saying it should be the but
But what do we have in the world? Like what do we have like around?
because I feel it's even 50-50.
Yes.
Ladies are very jealous.
Yeah.
Men are also very jealous. And we've seen cases of men doing all sorts of things. Same for women, you know, because of jealousy. Oh, I don't want you to be with that guy. Or I don't want you to go to that guy. They pour acid, they fight. and this guy kills his girl or this girl kills his man, that kind of thing. So I feel, for me, I think it's actually 50-50. That's what I'm saying. I think it's 50-50.
Don't miss it.
Well, for me, I think it's not really about 50-50. Like she said earlier on, like it's the personality.
Okay.
But for what we have in the world, we have more of women than men. Because men, now calm down. In a relationship, men tend to move faster and quicker than women. So you get to, for a guy, before you could take up your girl's phone to go through her contact, it will take time. But for ladies sitting next to a guy, smile. If let me pick up my phone now and start smiling. If my girlfriend is with me, she will be curious to want to know what is happening. So that's why I said what the how would I put it? What the society has made us believe is women tend to be more jealous than men. But we do have men that are crazy and their jealousy is on the high side. So I would say, for me, with the society, women are more jealous than men.
Okay, so I would like to ask now, do you think being jealous should bring about domestic violence among partners?
Of course not. I think it's very normal to have that, to be jealous
Trait,
in a
yes.
relationship, because you like this person, you're attracted, you don't want any other person to like feel that same way towards them. But it's all about, there's no need to be violent about your defense with that person. Okay, I think that's why communication is also important.
Yeah.
Talk to your partner, okay. I don't know, have a conversation about it and let everybody understand the situation. I think that would actually avoid or prevent any form of violence or domestic violence. But I think it should never go into or escalate into domestic violence at all.
Like she said, there's no excuse for domestic violence or you need to engage in such, whether men or women. You do not raise your hands on another person. I mean, even if you have a jealousy trait or you're a psychopath, you do not. I'm laying emphasis on that. Please, you do not raise your hands on people.
And just control yourself.
Yes.
It's like, if you say you like somebody, you love somebody, why would you want to raise your hands on that person? Would you raise your hands on your mom?
Exactly.
Or would you raise your hands on your dad for the women? Because domestic violence is both gender.
Yeah.
So control yourself.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Tomisi and Edwina. I must say that I really enjoyed this chat with you guys. Yeah, so I'm sorry you have to draw the curtains here. It's really nice having you guys on the show. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I do.
You did.
I
Sure.
did. Yeah, thank you for coming. That will have it, guys. We've come to the end of the show for today. If you have any opinion, comments, or better still questions, kindly drop them in the comment section below. And don't forget to like this video and kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos. This is Youmate from FIAMTV and it's your favorite girl Heaven signing out right now. Goodbye.